Nick Paul! Nick Paul. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at him. He's even got a bit of a corporate eyebrow thing going on here. If you smell what Nick Paul is cooking. 4th round pick of the Dallas Stars back in 2013. And since that day, Nick Paul has been tossed around like the last Bear to Company Christmas party. He was on the big sins, then he was on the baby sins, he's on the big sins again, then he's on the baby sins, and now he's on a pedestal. Scoring 2 big, juicy goals last night during Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh my god, I gotta sit down. Wait, I'm already sitting down. The Tampa Bay Lightning have defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs, but let's be honest here, barely. Okay, they scraped it out. The Leafs put up a good fight. This one went down to the wire, and unlike some of the previous years, Leafs fans, there's no shame in this one, alright? They look pretty good. You can't blame Mitch Marner this year. You can't blame Austin Matthews. I mean, this guy was devastated during the handshake line. Okay, that's the saddest I've seen this guy since he got caught mooning the cleaning lady. And look, I watched the entire series. I thought John Tavares looked pretty good too. So stop pointing fingers. And if you're looking for someone to blame, blame the Ottawa Senators. Because they are the real heroes here. The ones that sent Special Agent Nick Paul over to Tampa in the first place. Big shout out to them. Now, the biggest conversation to be had here today is whether or not the Toronto Maple Leafs were the victims of biased officiating. You see what I'm getting at here? Because Toronto did score 2 goals last night on Vasilevskiy. That's right, that's what I like to call him now, that big greasy bastard. But the first one didn't count. Good old Johnny Tavares wired a shot past Vasilevskiy, and it was a wicked shot, okay, getting the captain on the board. Probably the kind of shit he used to dream about as a child. Everybody was happy, the fans were going wild, Johnny T was excited, but the goal was called off. Because Leaf fan favorite, Justin Hall, who probably needed security to escort him back to his house last night, decided to, run a little interference on Cirelli, the guy that was defending Tavares. Cirelli didn't even have the puck, and that is a penalty every day of the week. The goal that would have knotted the game at 2 at the end of regulation is called off. Jeez, they really needed that one. Now, I don't think there's really an argument to be made here from Leafs fans about the penalty itself. It's pretty self-explanatory. However, I guess if they want to argue about some of the other shit that happened during the series that didn't get called or got called, well, that's a whole different story. And that usually goes both ways. I bet the asses of Tampa fans are chapped about some of that stuff too. It's just how it is. So there you go, first round exit again for the Leafs. So, what's next? I don't even know. I don't know what to say. They had a wicked season because, well, they always seem to have a wicked season, but in the playoffs, for whatever reason, they just can't get it done. They seem to be cursed. Last year, it was all Mitch Marner's fault. They wanted to lynch him. Some fans even wanted him moved out of town. And now, all of a sudden, the bipolar Bears over there in Toronto, well, what do you know? They love Mitch Marner again. He's back on the nice list. And just a couple of games ago, it was John Tavares himself, the captain. He was the one being questioned. And he was supposed to be the next guy that, locked the plank on the Leafs pirate ship. What a friggin' shit show. So I don't know how they're going to handle this, whether they fire Steve Urkel or they fire Goomba or trade maybe one of their Tid DiBiase's, because this is nuts. God, and for some sick reason, I am truly enjoying every minute of this, okay? I really am. Do I feel bad for Leafs fans? Yes, of course I do. Did the Habs suck this year? Well, yeah, they did. They were the last place team in the league. But truthfully, there's only one thing that I enjoy more than watching the Habs win, and that's watching the Leafs lose. Somebody put that on a shirt. God, that came out beautiful. But Leafs fans, okay, they're not taking this loss too lightly. They're pretty upset. What did they do after the game? Well, they went out and found the Leaf fan that resembled Patrick Maroon the most, and they started fighting him. Look at that, isn't that funny? And sad? That's pretty sad. There was only one other person on Earth in the last 24 hours that was more uncomfortable than Leafs fans. And believe it or not, that person was Max Domi when he realized how stupid he looked during the storm surge last night. Look at him. This is lame. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Let me know what you thought of the Tampa Bay win last night. And hey, if you're a Leafs fan and it makes you feel any better, I have now expressed hostility towards the Tampa Bay Lightning and I want them to be eliminated in the second round. Don't forget to karate chop that like button on the way out of here. And hey, I'll see you next time.